Our next award goes to Davies Orthodontics. This full-service orthodontic clinic provides patients with the latest technology in a warm and friendly environment, ensuring the highest quality patient care. Owner Kirk Davies is continuing a family legacy that stretches back 4 generations. Kirk's brother Kent and sister Christy run Davies General Dentistry, and his father Robert, sister Kirsten, and sister-in-law Lindsay run Davies Pediatric Dentistry in their shared Waukesha location. They also have a location in Wales. Here to accept the award is Dr. Kirk Davies.
In the pre-interview process, Kirk and I were kind of struggling to find a way to plug an orthodontist world into a business forum. But at one point in our conversation, he mentioned that most of his customers are teenagers. So I asked him a question, something like, what's that like? What do you think of teenagers? Are you bullish about them, or do you regard them as delinquents? What are the teenagers of today? How are they doing? And they're tomorrow's workforce. And to which his response was refreshingly optimistic about the next generation. And given all the bad headlines we always hear about the kids of today, Kirk is going to tell us the other side of the coin of what he sees in his office. Kirk?
Sure. And I get that response a lot when I tell people how exciting it is to work with young teens and younger kids. But it's true. I'm extremely excited about the next generation coming up. They are very smart. They're curious, and what I found really refreshing is they're very generous. You have to remember that these kids know a lot more than adults give them credit for. Oftentimes we talk over them. They're right there, and they understand what's going on. They've had so many life experiences that generations before them didn't. You know, we have television, the internet, so they're aware of topics and understand things that I think that we need to be aware of. They also have information at their fingertips. Whenever they need to know something, within 10 seconds, they can find that out, which when we were kids, we'd have to wait 5-6 years before we learned that in school. So it's a different world, and it's exciting. These kids are smart. They're also very curious. They want to know how things work and how it's going to affect them. And a lot of times they don't seem interested in what you're talking about. They're there, though. They're paying attention. And they're taking it all in. So whenever you're around these teenagers or kids, remember that because they are learning and watching you. Lastly, they're very generous. We put together a program where when they did good in their treatment, they could earn some wooden nickels. And we also, while we did that, we set up with the animal shelter in town, Hawes, a way where these kids could give some of those nickels back instead of earning prizes or gift cards. And I'm shocked. I'm amazed. These kids give. Not only do they give almost all of it, they give it joyfully, happily, and when their parents say, hey, go get a prize, they're like, no, I'm going to give. So that's something that really gets me excited. And so how do we get these kids to open up and engage with you? Because I think when you think of a teenager, you think of someone who won't talk to you, kind of head down, things like that. And the key is they have to know you care about them. Once these kids know that you're there for them, interested in them in a person, interested in what's really going on in their lives, they're yours. And how do you get that? A lot of it's just time and being interested in them. So I'm impressed with them and look forward. I think they will surprise all of us that aren't as excited about it.
Thank you, Doctor.